Testing. All right. We're up 11,000 on the 250,000 PA account. I mean, Apex account. Looks like we're breaking above the 9. I do want to try for a long. We've been going short these past couple uh, trades, but it does look like we want to retrace to the upside. I put a bid in for 10 contracts. I'm going to go long right here. Keeping the stop loss tight because there is a drawdown of 6,500. Looking okay for now, but I'm trying not to give it all back. What's up, trader guy? It does look like we want to push to the upside. Nope, about to hit the stop. I have a really tight stop on these contracts. Not too bad though, still up today. Had a pretty nice green streak this morning. How's it going? I'm just doing these evaluation accounts. I do have my funded accounts. The PA Apexes still just at break even on these, or I haven't even traded them. I'm going to try to fund a couple of these 250,000 accounts while they're cheap. And then hopefully I can get one or two funded. But it's getting a little tough. I had some good trades this morning. It was really easy trading to the upside. I thought I'd come back and see if I can just get this up to 15,000 profit. That'd be nice. Even if I end up blowing this account, I'm gonna keep trying. It's only 20 bucks. How are y'all doing? 1 second, go live. Done. I do like longs right here. I'm gonna try long again. Only got filled on one out of 10. Let me get back out of that. So this one I'm gonna go pretty heavy. It is a larger account, and I'm just trying to get it over with. But it does have a trailing intraday drawdown. So if I go down like $5,000-$6,000 really quick on a trade, it'll pretty much just cancel that account, which is why it's so cheap with Apex. They make it pretty hard to pass. That would have been a perfect trade. That probably would have got it funded right there. Is what it is. And I believe I got this account up to about 12,800. So my drawdown is actually, if I get down to 7,000 profit, it might just cut me out of this and I have to reset or just open a new one. But if we come back and back test this 9 EMA right here, I may go long again. I have some Topstep accounts too that I need to trade. I do have 3 funded accounts with Apex that I'm not touching right now. I figured while these evaluations are so cheap, I'm going to go ahead and just keep trading these. I have 5 with Topstep, and then I'm just trying to do a 250K with Apex. Why I'd like a long, it just looks like it's ready to retrace it. So we had that large move right here in the morning, and I did make some pretty big trades. Made 1,700 here. I don't know why I got out of that one. Where was it? It doesn't show all the trades. Right here is 2,000 profit, 1,700 profit, 5,000 profit, which is why we're up 10,000 for today. And then we had a retracement to the downside. So as you draw a Fibonacci from the low up to the highs, we've come back down a bit, but we're still really bullish, man. That's a massive move. And we just, sort of people just taking profit right here. And I figured it would just continue up. I did just trade to the downside. Just trying to scalp some. I made one big downside trade. Where is it? Oh, maybe I didn't. But man, that would have been, I would have got funded right there. Trader guy took a long right there. So this yellow line you see on the screen is the initial balance high. That's the first hour of trading. It marks the high and the low from market open, which is 8:30 to 9:30 in Texas. And the market seems to respect that level a lot. You see we hit it here. I believe that was when it set it. And then we're just working back up towards it. I do like this level. If we get rejection here again, we may work back down to VWAP. VWAP's going to be that orange line right here. So that'd be what, a 50-point move downwards? When's the Apex 250 account expiring? I believe it's at the end of this month, so we still have 10 days or so. This is my third one I've opened, so I've failed two already. And this one's getting really, really close. And I've had multiple opportunities. If I just held the trade, like even the trade a while ago, if I would have held that, we'd be funded by now, right? It'd be nice to get 4 of these going. Get 4 of these, you have $1 million in funding, right? It's not exactly $1 million, but at least the trailing drawdown is like $6,000. So you get $6,000 to play with for just the cost, which is like 18, 20 bucks. It's a lot of leverage. So we're just scalping. We're going to be going pretty aggressive on these trades since we're trying to get past that evaluation. I do like this level right here, 18,746 is pretty much where the 9 EMA is sitting to go long. So theoretically, you wanted to, let me set up these tools for drawing. So many different charts. Well, either way, I'll just leave a dot on here. All right, let's not. So we want it to come down to around the 9, and we're going to trade it to the upside to the IBH. Yeah, Apex, they make it really really hard to pass, which is fair because the prices are so cheap. I do like Topstep X. We are up 270 today on these accounts. These accounts had a bad day, so it's just been sort of a roller coaster on these. I have 5 accounts with Topstep. Oh, that one got busted. But they were up quite a bit, and then I took a pretty red day. Just recovering. It's just part of trading. So with Apex, is it true you can't average down in a position? I believe you can just add one more contract to your position. So you're not like, if you're down and you have one contract, you're not adding 2. And if you're going down further, you're not adding 3 more. It's like that strategy when you're playing roulette or any 50-50 game and you're just doing red and black. If you lose on red, you just double up and just keep doubling. Let's see if we come back down to the 9 on this candle. But as long as you just trade normally, like this style trading, they should be okay. I've seen people trade accounts. You do whatever it takes to get funded, and then once you get funded, just go all in and try to catch one massive trade. Like this morning, if someone would have caught this trade on a funded account from 640 up to what 750, and maybe they blew a bunch of evaluation accounts before that just to get it funded and just go all in on the first trade. I don't think Apex wants that. So it doesn't really show any type of like strategy. You're more just gambling, which is there's a lot of people that gamble using Apex and Topstep and all that, and you can make a ton of money. It's a lot better odds than Vegas. But they're not looking for that type of person. They're looking for people that trade consistently every single day. Man, don't tell me that was the last move of the market. Okay, here we're coming. We're coming back up to IBH. You're going to see a lot more aggression as we get to this level. IBH is at 18,758. So when we get to that area, you're going to notice the candles get a little more volatile. There are some sellers here. This candle might be, they're just sweeping the longs, which are just hitting stop losses. Then the shorts start stepping in. They all step in at the same time, or it's just one big algorithm. Same thing happened up here. They swept all the stop losses. Right now they're doing another sweep, which creates a lower high. So you have two sweeps. It's just reversing a trend pretty much. There's this whole area in general, right here is just a big pivot point. So we had that large push up, and now we're seeing sellers starting to step in. They stepped in earlier today. And I need my other charting to come up. They stepped in earlier today, sort of like stopped the momentum. It kept going. They swept all the stop losses here. Oh, they're trying it again, but man, the buyers are stepping in. So we'll just wait and see what they decide to do. But it's a good area to trade if you're just scalping really quick. You can make some good money if the candles are getting a little more volatile. We'll just see what they decide. So IBH, it doesn't mean it's going to go up from here or down from here. It just means it's a point of interest for the market. Just like how VWAP is a point of interest right here. Usually the 9 EMA throughout the day is a point of interest. IBH will be. If we get rejection from IBH, we go to VWAP and then to the lows of the day. Or the lows of the first hour of the morning. Man, that's a nice move. I was happy to catch some of it, but if I would have just held, this account would have been funded. The position that I went in right at open went in early. I don't know why it doesn't show it. It was a quick like 10,000. There's a $2,000 trade. Oh, right here, 5,000. Oh, I did it on a different account. That's what I did. But it was pretty easy going this morning. Now it's a little bit tougher. Is there music playing for y'all? Actually, let me turn on some music for myself. I have just 2 playlists that I can play on YouTube without getting copyright. All right, it might be a little loud. I'll turn the volume down so it's not all up in your ear. Let's see, I have a loader on my phone. I don't think this is the music. All right, so we're just chilling around IBH. Not really much going on. Looks like Topstep X had some issues this morning. I wasn't affected. All right, there is a lot of sellers stepping in up here still. May just be consolidating. Can you please stream for the next days to share how you trade these accounts? Yeah, I was planning to. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more movement. I'm ready to just trade this account. I was hoping to make the last $5,000 so I can get this one funded as well. I did enter long somewhere, I'd say right when the stream opened. You'd have to rewind, but we went long and got stopped out, I believe. Or did I go short? I took some money on a short, and then we were looking to go long. That's 220. Oh, I took an $800 L on a short. 220 on long. We were looking to go long there. It flushed me out. I thought we were gonna go short, but and it's just chopping me up. But in the grand scheme of things, we're still just barely trading and just keeping stops really tight for now. I'm gonna keep my losers really minimal, and if I get a winner, we can hold it a little bit longer. I like to hold the winners and cut the losers. This is Tradovate. It's Apex's. Well, you can use Topstep with Tradovate as well. I'm leaning into a long right here. Let me see if I have better music. Live stream back audio. Look at that. So the sellers are still stepping in, keeping us around this level. They're buying it back up though. Apex X, have no choice as Topstep is more expensive. No, Topstep right now, you have to do it. I think today is the last day. Man, I missed that short. Well, today's the last day for a $19 account on Topstep. Do it right here. 50K Topstep X only for $19 a month. Use the link in our group. I'll put it in the stock chat real quick for you. You just use that. And then put the code TopstepX and you can get the 50K accounts for 19 bucks. And if you happen to blow it and you don't want to reset it, it'll reset for you the next billing date for 19 bucks. And I think the first one is a free reset. Let me check. Free. I'm not sure if this will count for it, but it says monthly resets for ineligible accounts are after each rebill. Free reset at rebill. So you just have to wait a month and then they'll reset it for free. But yeah, Topstep's the way to go for sure. And I do have my Topstep accounts. This one's just up and down really. It's up 260 and I'm copy trading 3 more accounts. This one got blown, unfortunately. Is what it is. I have a 150K account. I'm actually using that for the Magic 8 Ball trades. This one's sitting at, now it's sitting at 153,585. But I'm not looking to touch that right now because I'm trying to focus more on this 250K account for Apex. Currently at 9,000 profit. Yeah, 9,992 profit. If we get a move to the upside back to IBH, I may look to go short and try to get in. iTech reviews, switch from Apex to Topstep, shorter right at all-time highs, and IBH. Very nice. Yes, Topstep X is 19 a month, and then if you get it funded, it's 150 bucks to fund it. And I actually funded 2 of them, and I was just an idiot with it. It's like I trade really good, and then I get a funded account, I trade like an idiot, which is a good thing because if it was my real account, I'd be losing a lot of money trading like that. So it's good that I'm doing it on just a $150 funded account. Yeah, Apex you get on subscription too, so it's going to bill you monthly. But you can go and cancel it after you if you blow an account. You just got to remember to do it. And look at that. So we're getting rejection at IBH. And earlier we said if we get rejected at IBH, where do we go? We got some clear, not clear skies, but we have some room downwards. Change the colors. Yeah, a lot of room to the downside, right? But you can't really get into a short because they could bring it back up. So probably at 18,750, right where the 9 EMA is. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not gonna set an order out there yet, but I do like going short here at 18,750. We're gonna try to catch any type of move with this. I just want to get it funded, or either funded, or I'm gonna have to get a new one. These accounts are so cheap, like 18 bucks. 50 MA is sitting right at 18,746. I guess I can load one up here on this guy. Yeah, 90 MA is about to cross to 50 to the downside. We were having the idea of shorting at IBH, but there was way too many things happening. Looking to go short right around here. Possibly. I wanted to like wick up like a large green candle up to here, and then we can get into a better position to the downside. That's if our theory is right and if it's going to come back down. Oh, let's check the Robinhood. I need to sell some covered calls. It doesn't look like it's going to give me an entry at 18,750. I just need AMC to double. I believe that call is like dead. Oh yeah. Down $1,600 on this call option. Should I just add to it? It's only 10 cents. But we made money on AMC overall. I just try to ape it. We took out 2,800. I think 1,300 is from AMC. So instead of me making 2,000 to 3,000, I only made about, I don't know, 1,400 bucks profit, which is still good. I do need to sell some covered calls. I do have this Trump stock. I saw I had a potential short squeeze and a lot of news coming out this year, so I bought these shares like last year. No political things behind it. I just bought it because the charts look good and I knew it was going to have some news. So if I sell a covered calls, $22, I could probably make 66 bucks on the week. That's free money. I'll give it some time and see if we push up on that stock. Oh, but the account overall, Robinhood account, we are sitting at $22,600. Just down a little bit today, 2%. On the week, still down a bit. On the month, we're up. Looking good. A little bit of volatility came in. I believe there were some issues with that Trump stock. Looks like we might try to push up a little bit. I'll be looking to see how we react around 18,750. If we can get a push to the upside, why don't I just play along to the upside, you know? Thinking something like this and then down. I don't know. What do y'all think? All right, I usually do 10 contracts on this. I might do 5. We'll reduce this position size. I'm gonna go long and play it up to this little area. Of course I don't get filled. We'll give it some time. Set a stop loss right below this low. Let's see if this candle wicks down and gets us a fill. There we go, we're in 5. We're going long. We're just targeting a really short move to the upside. Keeping our stop loss right below that previous low right here. So we hit a low here, and I think we can still wick down below it if we get rejection. I want to see if we break above the 9 EMA right here and just head up just a couple points. That's all I want. We're up about $100. So I like these volatile moments. There's key moments in the market where you're going to get these larger candles. You don't really want to trade these small ones. You want to wait for some small candles to come by, and then you want to find the long one, the large candle, right? So I'm hoping a large candle comes in. So we had small, small, large candle, small candles, big candles. Nope, it's not looking good. Keeping the stop loss tight on this. $300-400 loss on this account isn't a big deal. But at least I had the opportunity to catch maybe a large candle upside. Still I almost break even. Oh, it was a large candle to the downside. Damn it. That's just all part of trading. Just set up an account with Tradevate just now. Yeah, I like Tradevate. So our entry was good. Exit was good. My bias was bad. I thought we were going to go up a little bit and go down. Instead, we're going down. But we did catch a point of interest in the market. So the past, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, nothing happened. And we just sat on our hands. And then we were expecting a large candle to come in. And one did. So as far as timing was good, if that's a thing, right? And this is a pretty slow market right now. Man, I got stopped out. That was a sweep to the downside, and some buyers stepped in. So it took a $400 hit on that. I wish I could see what the intraday trailing drawdown was. Does anyone know how? I'm not sure if it shows me. I'm still leaning long. Man. A good entry would have been where I got stopped out. I'm still going to just do 5 going long right here. I got filled on 1. Let's see if we get filled on the other 4. Keeping the stop loss really tight again, right at the lows. So the risk is very minimal. It's only going to be risking, well, the trade's already going up. Keeping the risk real minimal for the size of this account. It might look like a lot, but it's really not. 5 contracts is nothing for this. So we're thinking a break above the 9 EMA will break us above this, send us up to about 18,750, where we will be taking profits. If we're wrong and they want to sweep the stop losses, we have our stop loss down here really tight, risking $325 only. The trailing drawdown on an account this size is $6,500, so I could take this L 20 times and be okay. But if we just catch one, we're gonna hold on to the runners. And it looks like we're about to sweep out. So every time we come to the 9, it's just getting rejection here. Looks like we're not going to work up and head to the downside. We might just head to the downside right now. Still not too bad. Still up about 9,200 on the day. So we're coming back down to the downside, and looks like we might work to VWAP. So that trade that we just went in, it's probably, I'd rate that maybe a 1 out of 10. That was just trading just to trade. I think we stay sideways the rest of the day as we had such a volatile move upwards expansion. Yeah, today was definitely an expansion day. And it was nice. It was so easy trading this morning. And now I'm just getting chopped up, which seems to be like the normal. Like every time I have like a really good morning, I think I'm gonna have a really good afternoon. It usually doesn't work out. It's good to be honest with yourself throughout trading. All right, is any of this helpful for y'all? I know I haven't really done anything good on the stream, but if it is, can you type yes in the chat room for me? All right, let's get an idea of where the fibs are sitting. This morning up to the highs around here. So 50% retracement still sends us down to 18,700. We'll just keep a mental note on that. So contract sizing, it is a lot smaller. I'm only doing 5 contracts now. Earlier we had it on 10. I was actually doing 20 on this account, but after the morning session, I lowered it down to 10, and now we're only at 5 contracts. The trailing drawdown that this account has is really killing me though. If it didn't have an intraday trailing, I would be holding these trades a little bit longer, and we would just be at break even still. I still think we might come back up. And to about the 750 area, and then we can go short. Look at that. Yeah, every account should have equal profit and loss ratio, but if you look at it, we're only paying like 18 bucks for these accounts for a ton of leverage. So they gotta like tip the scales in their direction a little bit, right? The 50K PA, it has a better ratio as far as how much money you need to make versus how much you can lose. The 250K, it doesn't really have a good ratio as your profit to drawdown ratio, whatever that'd be. Which is why the 250 is also a really good deal, which is why I'm trying to pass it, but it's tough. If you look at this, I have these PA accounts. We got 3 of them on the 50Ks. Those were so much easier to pass. And this 250K is taking a little bit more time, but if you think about it, it's the same price as a 50K. So they're going to make it tougher. I'd say it's probably 2.5 times harder to pass this account. And I'm liking along here, but let me get to the questions. How's trading going today? Trading's going okay. This morning was a lot better, and now I'm getting chopped up. They're faking me out. But this morning was easy, but it was just going straight up. Do I use volume profiles? No, I don't. I have volume on these other charts and stuff set up, but honestly, every time I had volume profiles or anything like that, I'd never even look at it. I know it takes volume to move these accounts, but I just look at the price action pretty much. I do have Where is it? The CVD or whatever it's called, cumulative delta. I believe this is a function of volume as well. Cumulative. So we're still leaning long. I have been going long right here 2 times, and then they hit my stops both times. I should have moved my stops. Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have had a larger stop loss, because we're thinking we're going to 750 before any sort of seller step in to reject it. So we'll see how we react at the 750 range. We could just work back up to the all-time highs. Who knows? Look at that. The market has a way of making you feel bad. So even though I was right, I was also wrong, and that can also make you pretty frustrated with the markets, right? The volume profile, the, what is it called? TP something? TPH? TP charts? I guess you can just see the areas where the most volume's coming in. But honestly, yeah, I used to have something similar to this on the set of my charts. We can leave that there if we need it. All right, how do I get rid of the thing on the right? Well, I don't need to. It's fine. It looks cooler like that. Well, how come it stays the same when I do this? All right, we're glitching. Let's go ahead and reset. All right, looks like we came up to that 750 area. When we were putting our trades in earlier, we had our target to take profit at 750 for the longs. Right when we hit there, we go down. Unfortunately, I was stopped out of both, so it is what it is. TPO charts, that's right. Thanks, Steven. So Salazar on TikTok. No, I'm not in anything right now. I've been trying to scalp a move to the upside, but every time I've gone in, you see these little red lines on your charts. Took a $400 hit, took a $65 hit. Honestly, that $65 hit, I shouldn't have cut it so quickly. I was going long here, thinking the market was going to go up, but I kept a stop loss too tight. I needed to give it a little bit more breathing room so it can be a little bit red before going back up. And our target was right up here at 750. So as far as my intuition was okay. As far as the entry was okay. I'd say it's like a 3 or 4 out of 10 as far as my entry. Obviously, an entry down here would have been a 10 out of 10 going long. So entries over here, I'd say the rating's maybe 3 or 4. My exits, where I took a loss on both of these trades, I'd rate those maybe an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So it's good that I exited quickly. That shows a good discipline. So there's goods and bads to the trades. It's good to just take a step back and analyze what you did and learn from it, right? Is that helpful? All right, so around that 750 area, it does look like it wants to kick us up back to IBH. These Magic 8 Ball videos, it gets people to watch and it does get a lot more views, but now everyone just thinks I trade with the Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, they have the highest retention. All right, working back up to IBH. A move like this, we should shoot back up to the highs. There's a lot of room up top too. Look at that momentum. We shoot up. Man, we're gonna leg up really high. So I do like longs. We showed some demand down here. I'm pushing up. We have a point of interest right here, IBH. Above here should send us and break us to the upside. Anyone want to try along with me? I may look to buy some here at 18,750. We're going aggressive on this account because if I hit the trailing drawdown and blow it, I'm just going to try to trade another one. We have only 10 days to get these funded, and it's really tough. I'm going to go into 5 longs right here. Set a stop loss right at the 9 EMA. So the sizing of my trades are a lot smaller. We were doing 10 to 20 contracts this morning. Now we're switching to only 5, and we're keeping the stop losses a lot tighter. Yeah, is it risky to long? I think it's, yeah, I think it's risky to short and risky to long here, to be honest. So that's a hard question for me to answer. So my stop losses are so tight. I'm getting they're hitting the stop loss before it goes and moves in that direction. So look at this one. I'm only risking 500 bucks. And it looks like it's about to hit it again. So it may be better for me to just wait till tomorrow morning to try to get this funded. Yeah, it's gonna stop me out here. All right, I'll let this play out and see. Yeah, I'd say it's risky to go either direction right now. And this trade, I don't recommend to anybody. So the entry, I'd give this maybe a 5 out of 10 entry. I am just trying to play like some sort of breakout above IBH to the upside, but it is going against me a little bit. We're only down $200, so it's fine. As far as the sizing on the trade, I'd say it's good. I'm not really sizing too heavy. If I was going just like 20 contracts right now and just trying to swing for the fences, then that'd be a bad trade. But as far as trade rating, I'd say 4 or 5 out of 10 right now. I do have an opportunity. If we break IBH, I'm just going to take profit somewhere up here. But we'll see how the candles react. If it's a nice candle upwards, then I'll just follow behind it and trail behind it with the stop loss. I'm actually going to move the stop loss up and reduce the risk. And if I take a $400 loss on this, is okay. We still have a little bit of wiggle room on this account, not much, but I can go aggressive. If I was trading, if this was the real money, the funded account, I'd say my trading's good. But since we have the trailing drawdown, it's not so good to be taking a bunch of L's, just small L's. It's going to add up and it's going to hit my stop loss or my so many different terminology. It's gonna hit my drawdown. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped. Managing that trade was okay, because I knew if we got below the 9 EMA, there's a lot more room to the downside. At least I had an opportunity for an IBH break, but I might have kept that a little too tight for a trade. But I'm happy where the account's at right now. Short or long, since Dave. Yeah, I was thinking about trading another account. I may just open another one. I have my PAs. We have this one. It's only down $200. So these are funded accounts. We have 3 of them sitting here, but I might just keep trying to fund more. I blew one of the Apex accounts. Down 6,000 on that. It's whatever. I sort of want to just fund this one and then open another one. Either fund this one or fail. Fund or fail. I can limit myself to fund or fail 5 accounts a day. So what is that, $100 a day? And if I can't get it funded or keep failing for the next 10 days, I'm only risking $1,000 overall. Not too bad. Yeah, I could trade a different account. I do have my Topstep ones, but those are good for today. They're up, they're green 269. And that's on 4 of the 50K accounts, but these have just been hovering around $50,000. They're actually up quite a bit. That's why my maximum loss limit went up. But no, I don't want to forget that I have this 250K account. Let me just get it over with. So you're gonna see if I get funded or if I fail it today. Actually, my daughter is home. So a trade that I'm looking at is if we come back to this little demand zone, we can go into a long. Of course, we can go short and play it to the downside, but it's already made the move. Set a buy. I should just go heavier. I'm only doing 5 contracts. You hit 5K and 2K, we'll come back. Yeah. I should have traded the funded accounts this morning, not these evaluations. That's my bad on that. Hold on, let me see what the kiddos want. Is it back soon or waiting screen? Oh, waiting screen. There we go. Be right back. Any questions? Go ahead and post it up on there. I'll answer it when I get back. Okay. All right, nothing's happened still. Getting a little bit of rejection at the 9. It could just be more consolidation. That sounds too aggressive. All right, I'll find different sounds later. All right, we're not quite coming down past this level. We're going to come back up and test a 9 EMA. We still have IBH to the upside. I'm going to lean long. Still a little pushy of a day. Setting my stop loss real tight on these longs at just risking 500 bucks. And if this trade's up $200, I'm going to hold it a little longer than usual. I'll usually just take profit there. Since we're up 250, let's move our stop loss to break even. It could be a fake out. Coming back up to the 18,750 area. I'm not going to take profit on this unless we head back up to IBH. And that's because I'm just trading a little bit more aggressive because of the type of account it is, all right? Alexa, turn off my air conditioner. We're up 370. Moving a stop loss, take profit at 175, 200. So I was hoping we'd come back down to this demand zone, but it looks like they're demanding it here. They hit some stop losses right before taking it off to the upside. So a lot of fake outs today. I'm going to recognize that and just try to try to find these green candles. I'm just trying to find the large candles. So I figured a large candle would come as we're breaking above the 9 and the 50. Entry was actually probably a 9 out of 10 on that. Management of the trade is good. I'd probably give myself like a 6 out of 10. I was a little too aggressive and just I should have taken profit earlier at 200. Exit's good. I may look to go in again. We took profit at sell 1, sell 5. I think we took 600 profit on that. I don't know why it's saying only $95. A little buggy for me on this. Yeah, it was a good trade, but I had some bad trades before then, so it's just like sort of a neutral trade. Look at that. That next candle came down. I should have entered again. So we're just trading aggressive right now, trying to get this to 15,000 profit. Hey TikTok, how are y'all doing? I am live on YouTube. If you go to my website or go to the link in the bio, you can go to the YouTube video. It shows the whole chart, not just a little snippet of what you're seeing. So we're trying to find the demand zone. And I noticed that they did sweep the stop losses right here. So we went long pretty much on the next candle. You can see my entry right here. and we are trying to play to IBH. And as I was in this trade, I was telling y'all I wasn't going to take profit until we hit IBH, which is up here at 758. And I was stopped out at about 600 profit on that. Still okay. I should have held a little bit longer, which I did tell myself I was going to hold longer, but that was a nasty red candle I came in. As far as what to do now, it's still not a clear entry. I would probably lean long. And since we're trading aggressive today, I'm usually a more conservative trader, but a little more picky about my entries. But I'm not going to be too picky, as we're just being a little bit more violent with our trades. And this is how I trade evaluation accounts. I'm not sure how y'all do it, but I just want to get it over with as quickly as possible, pass or fail. Coming back down, maybe we're going to create a little support zone right here. If y'all haven't yet, go ahead and go to my website and take advantage of that Topstep deal. For the people on TikTok, you can go to my website right here. You can follow me on YouTube or click this second button. It's going to say Why Topstep. So it's actually, what, $19 a month for a 50K account right now. And today is the last day of this promotion, I believe. So you go ahead and select it, select the trading software. Man, of course it's going to ask me that. But go ahead and select Topstep X as your trading software and put that coupon code Topstep X at checkout. And you'll get a 50K account for $19 a month. I'm not trading those right now. I did trade them this morning. This is their platform. It's going to be Topstep X. Move it for y'all to see. I'm currently up $269. This is across 4 accounts, so about $1,000. And I'm being a little bit more picky with these trades. But as far as this screen that we've been trading this morning, I'm not as picky with trades. We're just trying to manage trades. Even if they're bad, the management of the trades have been good. Entries, I had some bad entries. The entry while ago, about 5 minutes ago, was a good entry. Good management, decent trade overall. These 2 trades back here, you can see these like little red lines. These entries weren't that good. But the management of the trades were good. That's all that matters, right? For Apex, how much are the fees? Or Topstep? If you pass their 50K combine on Topstep, so it's $19 for the account, and then it's $150 for activating it. I'm leaning long right now. But man, that's a nasty red candle that happened right here. I might be a little too late. Just do 3 contracts. The sizing on this is going to be, I'd say, good. I do recognize I'm in a spot that can go against me. I'm going to go a little bit smaller on the contract sizing, and I'm actually going to keep the stop loss real tight. So as far as entry bias on this one is bad. As far as sizing on the contracts is good. So I do recognize that this trade is a little bit more risky. So we'll trade accordingly. I'm not going 20 contracts deep in this because I know this zone isn't as high probability as other trades that we had. Does that make sense, guys? So there's a lot going on when it comes to trading now I think about it. Just imagine if you had volume profiles, you have delta, and you're looking at all these other indicators, and then you have to think about how to manage your trade at the same time. There's like 50 different variables. And I can see why some people get burnt out. But I've been doing this a while, so it's not too big a deal for me. You guys see that one guy on YouTube, Matt, Trades by Matt? He took a massive loss on Friday. But he's been on like a really good hot streak. It shows he took a $90,000 loss on his Apex accounts. Just shows that we're all human, right? This trade still at break even. Entry was not so good. As far as sizing, it's good. Only did 3 contracts. Only risking 240 bucks. It got stopped out of that trade. Not too good overall. Yeah, that Trades by Matt guy took a $90,000 hit. He's withdrawn like 240,000 bucks from Apex. But he's a really disciplined trader, but I guess we all have those days where you just sort of go wild. It's a lot of pressure trading with the whole world watching, yeah. Yeah. If he lost like I think it was down $8,000 and maybe he just wanted to make that 8K back. Then he went down to 16,000 and it's like, man, how am I gonna explain to everyone that I'm down 16,000? Then he hit like 40K red and 90,000. There's a lot of pressure. But at least he's transparent about it. That's a good thing. All right, there is a little bit of demand down here. And that Matt guy is what got me onto the IBH. You know, I've always looked at these levels, the first like high and low of the markets in the mornings. And I've always noticed that the market does respond around those areas. I didn't know there's like indicators that tell you about it. I figured there were, but I never really looked into it or cared. I'm gonna go long here. Keeping the sizing down to just 3 contracts, keeping the stop loss tight. So entry on this, I'd say is not so good. But as far as managing the trade and the sizing, I'd say it's good. And we only got filled at 1 because it's taken off right as I went in. Okay, so we'll just do 1 contract. This one's trading just to trade. I may wait till tomorrow morning when we get some more movement and we can get this guy funded. Just gonna keep the stop loss real tight. ES is flirting with VWAP. Yeah, if ES breaks down below VWAP, we could head back down. Nasdaq has a long ways down. Oh yeah, ES broke down below VWAP. We're coming back to test it. So we need ES to break above VWAP so we can push Nasdaq back up. This trade's still sitting around the break-even area. Only in one contract. If we come down a little bit, actually, I'm gonna move my stop loss down. I'm actually gonna buy some more. Actually, Apex doesn't allow that, do they? Never mind. We'll just keep it at 1. Actually, that's only on the PA accounts. The Apex 250K and Eval. Yeah, this is an evaluation account, which is why you see this type of trading for me. It's usually not an aggressive trade like this. I wouldn't be going in at these points. Because what, I'm in 4 right now, and the market's not really doing much. Or it's not really giving us any entries. But I'm just entering. So my entries are not as good. But as far as the sizing of the trades and everything else, the managing of the trades, it's okay. So we are getting a little bit of a break to the upside. There was some demand down here. So I'm managing the trade by moving the stop losses up. Up 400 bucks. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that. Screw it. Man, this the fills are crap right now. It's saying only took 200. 210. Oh, it says 300. It's just, I need to refresh the chart. So I'm guessing ES broke above VWAP right there. Yeah, we had a little bit of a break on ES above VWAP. Coming back down to backtest VWAP. I'm gonna probably go into 5 contracts here. We still have IBH a little bit higher on NQ. Working up close to it. We'll try a long. I'm pretty much going back into that trade. And I'll set my stop loss. So we made 400. I'll risk 400. Man, that's a nasty candle. So the entry on this one, it's a 0 out of 10 if I was going to rate my entry on it. But we can manage it. Is there any monthly fees after passing and paying 150 for the XFA? I believe, yeah, you still have that monthly fee. I think it's like 40 bucks with Topstep X, if that's what you're referring to. All right, we're bouncing off the 9. Still looking, in my eyes, a little bit bullish. But if you zoom out, it's not even like bullish or bearish. We're just going sideways to the right. So we're just trying to scalp pennies here. So contract sizing has gone down to just 5 contracts. And stop losses are staying very tight. Yeah, a little pullback. It would have been a better entry if I would have waited for this large pullback. I caught like halfway down that pullback. It's just my stop loss is so tight that it looks a lot worse. But usually my stops are like way down here, so it wouldn't be a big deal. Trade not really moving just yet. I think it could still move either direction, up or down. Of course, if it goes down, I'll get stopped out. Only risking $275. So as far as the risk, there's not much risk. I'm going to keep a take profit right at IBH. Why not? Trade's going my direction. If it goes up to about 250 bucks profit, if we break that high, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. It hit 250 really quick. So guys, I'm just saying what this is usually what goes in my head while a trade's going on. I'm just sort of saying what my thoughts are. Hopefully y'all get a little bit of value out of this. I don't know if y'all are or not, but if we break above this little high right here, pretty much above this zone, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. Only if we break above that. If not, well, actually, we'll just reduce the risk on the trade as we're going. So risking 175 bucks on 5 contracts, that's like nothing. But yeah, so it's happening. We're going to move our stop loss up above our entry zone. Sitting around 400, 500. Take profit is right at IBH, because I think if we come up to IBH right up here, it's going to get a nasty rejection. As far as the trade is good. But if we get a nasty red candle, it's going to stop me out at only $100, $200 profit. And I'm not trying to make these small gains on this. I'm trying to catch a large move. But as far as the sizing on the contracts, I'm keeping them small just to keep myself in check. Sometimes I do scale out, but I saw that Apex had some rules, so I'm just going 5 in, 5 out now. I'm not adding extras anymore. Man, we're about to get stopped out. So the greed in me wants to move my stop loss to break even, but the discipline will keep it at right around this area, 250. So this is what you want to be in. We have our entry down here. It goes in your direction. We have our stop loss and profit, and we have a take profit up here. A greedy person would keep their stop loss way down here. A greedy person will also move their take profit way up here. Right? And we're neither of those. Sometimes I'm both of those. Sometimes I'm greedy all the time. So that one took $1,000 profit. 825. I think it said 1,000 on my screen. Either way, our theory was correct. We used a couple indicators and just intuition to figure that trade out, right? That's pretty much what trading is. Is that helpful, guys? Do y'all like me talking through the trade on that and just saying whatever comes to my brain? I'm also looking at other businesses as I'm doing this too, so I might skip over some thoughts. Yeah, if you do like that, can you go ahead and either just double tap your screen on YouTube? I think there's a like button too. Or just type yes in the chat room. That was good. Very helpful. Thanks. Yeah, and these are just my thoughts. It's just my opinions, so don't just take it with a grain of salt, really. Oh man, look at that trade. That would have been $2,000 right there. So now the greed in me, I should have been greedy and put the stop loss up here, right? Took that breakout with the aid of your soothing voice. Thanks. So entry, there is no entry for me right now. I'm not a breakout trader. I'm not in and out scalping. Maybe if we come back down to 758, which is where the 9 EMA is also sitting. What are we? We're almost at all-time highs. You can't really short this. It's gonna go, and if it goes, we're going up to 19,000, aren't we? There's no way. Oh, 19,000 is way up there. Honestly, I don't care where we go. We might go to 18,800. Nope. Maybe if we come back down, we can go long. Do we need to make that trade? No. Do I want to make that trade? Yeah. Oh, you think it just passed all-time highs? I think, well, it made an all-time high earlier, I believe, 18,772. So we want to keep those in mind too. Like the market's at all-time highs. So we're gonna lean bullish because they're gonna just keep pushing it up. There's a lot of recession talks too right now. As far as my style of trading, I don't care what's going on with the economy. As far as my trading is concerned, I have an idea in the back of my mind. Just keep it like, oh, the market, the economy is a little bit rough right now, or something else is going on. But we're just trading on the 1 minute chart, so it's not too big a deal. We just want to look at the trend of the day and just trade with the trend. And that sounds so cliche. Then that was a good entry now that you look at it, right? Now that it's done this, I look like a genius because we were going long right here, long there, and long there. We had 4 longs pretty much in this zone. And I felt like an idiot every time I got stopped out. But now you zoom out, I look like a genius. I don't think we're going to be pulling back much. You hate it when ES and NQ are a little bit... Yeah, they are out of alignment today, aren't they? Because you were saying ES was around VWAP. We had a break of VWAP. Yeah, NQ should be like all way up here near all-time highs. I mean, ES should be up here. Look at that. These are easy longs. You know, on this account, I went long right down here at the lows. Just imagine if I forgot about it and just let it go. That'd have been 150 points, 600. It would be 3,000 bucks on one contract. And I had one contract on 4 accounts. It'd been 12,000. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Anybody see that speech from the Kansas City kicker? I think it's controversial. Maybe Topstep needs a slightly different prevent me from trading anymore today button. I've actually used that button twice now. I didn't think it'd come in handy because I do realize if I'm green in the morning and I'll take a break, I'll think that I'm going to be green in the afternoon too. Get a little cocky there. They need one that prevents you from micromanaging your trade. Some algorithm that just helps you. You know, if you're a breakout trader, you want to trade the breakout. Entry would be okay for here. and play it up to 18.8. Nah, that's not me. Looks a little too windy today. Take the boat out. All right, coming back down to the 9. If the market wants to push up, right now would be a good time to go long. All right, well, how much we make earlier? $1,000 and whatever. We'll trade the breakout with smaller size and a tight stop. Entry on this, I could have waited till it came to the 9, but this one I just want to get in just to get in. We're risking 255 bucks. Why not, right? 3 contracts, not as big a trade as the 5 and 10 contracts as earlier. We do realize that we're in a volatile area that can just stop us out really quick. Our NVIDIA earnings today, I'm not too sure. I know they had earnings sometime this week. Let's check. Man, NVIDIA posting earnings at all-time highs. It's going to be interesting. All right, we'll let this trade play out. It's only 3 contracts, so not too big a deal. Where is that chart? Calendar. Oh, it's locked? What the heck? No, it doesn't show it for today. Let me see. There's other groups that have it posted. It's Wednesday. So we have NVIDIA Wednesday after close. May 20, yeah, for this week. Today we just have Palo Alto. Nothing crazy. Zoom. Tomorrow, Lowe's. Not really. We have Target. Elf. I think this is going to be bad. Didn't it have like... They were talking about how makeup wasn't really being sold as much. Did I just get stopped out? Yeah, looks like I did. Yeah, NVIDIA is Wednesday after close. That'd be fun to play some options on it, right? Take a look at the options. Why not? Robinhood. I got what, 2,800 bucks on this? I don't even need to see the NVIDIA chart, but I'm gonna look at it anyways on Robinhood. Dang, we're up 24 bucks today. Nvidia's pretty much at the highs, 950, 946. These contracts are going to be ridiculous. Yep, not messing with this. A friend of mine has Nvidia shares and he's selling calls. I think he's selling the 1150s. Yeah, 170 bucks. Okay, so the trade entry was not as good. My bias was a decent. We're thinking we're going to break to the upside. Unfortunately, we got swept out of our calls. I mean, of our longs. Could do a debit spread. I haven't messed with those in so long. Oops. How do you do it on Robinhood? Let's buy a $1,700 call. How do I add another one? Oh, there we go. Do a $5 spread. So if you buy and sell the 955, 960, that's your loss. Only risking 655 bucks, betting that it goes above 961. Make 845. I like how Robinhood shows this. You risk $1,000 as long as Nvidia closes above 965. 1,400. Risking 1,000 to make 1,400. Nah. All right, we're breaking out. It looks like we're heading up to the 1880 area. So stop loss was a little too tight on that trade. I should have just left it, but too conservative. Well, we'll just make note of that next time. But yeah, we were thinking that the market was going to break out. If you are a breakout trader, you don't want to buy as we're testing a breakout. You want to wait for it to retrace. Head back down to around the 9 EMA. We entered a little bit above the 9 EMA. If I would have entered at the 9, I think we would have been good on this trade. But now, since we're breaking to the upside, there's not really much more to do here, except wait for some signs of a reversal. But we could just chill up here and just go to the right. So I'm not trying to sit here and just try to predict the markets anymore. We can wait till tomorrow. I do like going live. I forgot how much I enjoyed doing this. So if y'all want to see me get on live tomorrow morning, I'm going to make a post in the Discord group and just ask if we can get enough likes on it, enough green checks. I'll go ahead and go on tomorrow morning as well. It's a little too windy to go fishing this week, so might as well go live on YouTube. So I'm going to make a post on the Discord group and just go ahead and click the green check mark if y'all want to go live tomorrow. And I guess that's it. It's 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime for me, so I'm going to go get some food. You guys have a good morning and a good afternoon, depending where you're at. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not, I'm going on same time on Wednesday and Friday as well. All right? Thank you guys too. Appreciate it.